Good afternoon, dear learners. Today we are going to discuss about the lesson 12 of uh, level C science, that is microorganism. I am Parthasarathi Ghodai, academic officer. Today we are going to learn with you the what are the microorganism and how it functions in our environment. So the objective of our today's lesson is to define microorganism, and we will also categorize the various type of microorganism, and also we will also describe the living environment of the microorganism, and also we will know about what are the good and bad microorganism, and the last will be what are the relationship between microorganism and food, and how the foods are get benefited from the microorganism and how food contamination happens. So let's understand about microorganism. Microorganism it is composed of two words, that is micro and another one is organism. So micro means actually small, and organism means the any organism that cannot be viewed from our naked eye. So microorganism it is the very small organism that cannot be seen in our naked eye. So what are the places where we can find this type of microorganism? So it can be the curd which is formed from the milk, or it may be the vinegar that is made from sugarcane juice, or third it may be the yeast that is used in wheat flour, or lastly it may be in our handkerchief which we use on our face during sneezing or coughing. So how the microorganisms comes in the curd? Actually there is one microorganism, that is lactobacillus. When they are actually present in the milk, they can convert the milk into the curd, and which we can consume. Similarly, the such type of microorganism can convert the sugarcane juice and ferment them into vinegar, and also in the wheat flour, when we use it for making roti, and then to actually there is yeast which can increase the volume of this wheat dough. So next let's learn about the microorganism. Here actually the microorganisms are also known as the microbes, and we have already understood that they are the extremely teeny living organisms that are usually visible to the naked eye and can only be seen with the help of microscope. And these microorganisms can live freely, or they can live in association with other microorganisms, and based on their number of cells, that may be single cell, or they may be, and there may be colony of cell. And also this type of microorganism can be prokaryotic microorganism, and also there will be the eukaryotic microorganisms also. So let's know about how we can see the microorganism. As we know that the microorganisms are very small microbes, we cannot see them in our naked eye. So here we have to use some special type of instrument from by help of which we can see this type of microorganism. One that will be the magnifying lens, and another will be the microscope. With the help of magnifying lens, we can actually increase the picture view of any microorganism into the big size. However, there are bacteria, virus which cannot be seen with the help of magnifying lens. In that case, we have to use the microscope, and based on the power of the microscope, what we can say that there can be the different types of microscope. It can be compound microscope, or it can be electron microscope. Here in the case of the electron microscope, it is more powerful, and the most of the virus can be seen with the help of this microscope. Next, let's learn about what actually where do these microorganisms live. Actually, the microorganisms live actually in our environment everywhere. It may be in air, it may be in water, or it may be in soil, or it may be within our body. Actually, this actually it is said that the microbes are ubiquitous, and they can be found in cold weather. Also, they can also be found in the stiff summer also, and based on the temperature range, microbes can be divided into psychrophilic, mesophilic, or thermophilic. The psychrophilic microorganism actually live in very low temperature or below freezing temperature, and the mesophilic microorganism actually live in the moderate range of temperature. It may be actually within 20 to 40 degrees centigrade, and the thermophilic microorganism can tolerate the higher temperature. And we can say that the actually the most of the microorganism can live in the mesophilic temperature range. And also there are many organisms, actually there are many organisms that can live in our human body or animal body, and these may be the beneficial for our health, or also they can cause the harm to our body also. Last, now let's understand how do these microorganisms live. Actually, they can live independently, or also they can live in association with other microorganisms, like the amoeba and algae. They can live as a independent, while the fungi and bacteria, they can form the colony, and they can live in their association with other microbes. Here actually these algae are the photosynthetic microorganism. They can prepare their food on their own, hence they can live independently. Whereas the fungi are actually, they are saprophytic microorganism. They can't create their food on their own, therefore they have to live on the other microbes to take the nutrients and water from the body. Hence the fungi are called decomposer in our environment. And similarly the bacteria can also infect our human body and plant body, and they can derive the nutrition from here. So let's understand what are the type of microorganism. Actually, based on characteristics, there are different types of microbes. It may be bacteria, it may be algae, it may be virus, or it may be protozoa, or it may be fungi. Here you can see the cell structure of bacteria. Here you can find the nucleus in the cell, and around the cell there is capsid, and also there are microorganisms and various types of circular DNA. Whereas the same type of the structure can be found in virus. Here also within the body there is the DNA or RNA molecule, and also there is a protein coat around this DNA molecule. And as you can see in the algae, it is green in color. Actually it is having the chlorophyll, and with the help of which they can produce their food. While in case of fungi, it can actually it can derive their food material from the other animal or human body. Next, let's learn about bacteria. Bacteria are mainly prokaryotic organism, and mostly they are single celled, and these bacteria are actually living in the collective group. Here you can see when we found the bacteria in any places, there are thousands or even millions of bacterial cell can be found. And also the based on the size of bacteria we can classify them. It may be round shaped, or it may be straight or spiral shaped, or it may be the rod shaped. And based on this shape we can call the bacteria in different way. If it is round shaped, we call it as a coccus. If it is short rod shaped, we can say them bacillus, or if it is spiral, and accordingly their name can be given. Then what are the diseases that can be caused by bacteria? Bacteria can cause the typhoid, tuberculosis disease in the human body, and nowadays there are various types of medicine and treatment there, by the help of which we can also cure such type of bacterial disease. Next there is next we can understand the algae. Algae, it is a single celled or multi-celled organism. There are the various types of algae in our environment. It may be single celled or multi-celled. The single celled algae is Chlamydomonas, whereas there is Spirogyra, it is the multi-celled algae, and it is mainly found in the corner of drainage pipe or the pond. And as we can found that the algae can generate their own food. Actually algae can provide the oxygen in our environment. So algae is very much helpful for a healthy ecosystem. Next we learn about protozoa. Protozoas are also they are single celled organism. They are mainly found in the aquatic environment. They are actually living in fresh water or ocean, and mostly they are aerobic and some are anaerobic. And with this type of protozoan species, there may be the malaria disease or diarrhea disease in the human body. And now let's understand about fungi. Fungi are they are actually multi-celled organism, and they are eukaryotic in the nature, and they are actually neither plants or nor animals, and we cannot actually classify the fungi as a plant or animal. And based on the characteristics, there are different types of fungi. It may be mushroom, mold or yeast, and we can say that the fungi can get their nutrients by breaking down the dead plants or animals. Hence they are called decomposer or saprophytic species in our environment. And we can say that the fungi actually doing very important ecological work in our environment, because the fungi actually return the nutrients that is whatever in the human or the plant body after their death. It can be returned to the soil or in our environment, and from which the other organisms can derive benefit. The next microorganism is virus, and the virus actually it is the non-cellular microscopic infectious agent that can only replicate inside the host cell. So from this definition you can understand that the virus cannot live outside a host cell. When it gets penetrated within a host cell, they gets multiplied and their number increases, and as their number increases they can infect more number of cells in our body, and they can cause the diseases. And these viruses are causing the common cold, cough, flu, polio, measles and various other type of diseases. And in some cases this viral infection may be fatal for human as well as plant body. And so as we can say that the virus is not living outside a host cell. it is particularly very much tough to control a viral disease. However, if we can take the special precaution to check this viral infection, we can successfully control this type of viral diseases. So let's learn about the usefulness of a microorganism, and based on this usefulness, microorganism can be classified into two groups. One is a beneficial microorganism and other one is harmful microorganism. Beneficial microorganisms are helpful for our food item, for our medicinal use, for the agriculture purposes, whereas the harmful microorganisms are causing diseases in our plant and human body, and they can also cause the food poisoning. So dear learners, let's take a break. After that we will discuss more about the usefulness of microorganisms. Welcome back, dear learners. So we were discussing about various types of microorganisms. We have understood that there are virus, bacteria, protozoa and fungi and various other types of microorganisms are there, and also we have understood that what are their usefulness, and let's understand this how these microbes helps for our food item, medicinal use and agriculture one by one. So first let's understand about what are their utility in the food items. Actually these microorganisms are required to make the curd, bread or cake, and for curd we have understood that these lactobacillus microbes are very much important, and these lactobacillus microbes can actually convert the milk into the curd, and as a result if we can culture the lactobacillus microbe, we can replicate them in the we can actually replicate them in mass basis, and we can use them in the business. And the third one is the fermentation process, and for this fermentation process also microbes are very much important, and they are particularly helpful for making the idli, dosa as well as the naan. And also, and for the fermentation process we use the yeast, and actually this yeast actually the convert, or we can say that the ferment our food product into the various types of other derived food product. And also this yeast can help to make a good dough for making the roti or chapati. Next, what are the utility of microbes in the business? We have understood that the yeast is particularly helpful for making the bread as well as pastry, cake as well as biscuits, and for this reason this yeast is widely used in the baking industry. And also with the help of microorganism there is the production of alcohol, vinegar as well as wine. And the third, when we convert the sugar to alcohol, there is the fermentation process, and this fermentation actually happens with the help of microorganism, and we can say that these microorganisms are particularly very much important in the business purpose. And third one is the medicinal use. We can say that some of the microorganism can destroy or kill the other microorganism. It may be the virus, bacteria or fungi, and with the help of this property of microbes we can create the various types of medicine of our use. It may be antibiotic or vaccine. Such type of antibiotic is penicillin. It was discovered by Alexander Fleming from a microbe which is the Penicillium notatum. There are another type of antibiotic that are called tetracycline or erythromycin, and such antibiotics are given to plant or animal for protection from the various type of fungal or bacterial diseases. And the last one is the immunity development. Actually we can use the microbes in the small quantity for our vaccine purpose, and with the help of this vaccine we can create immunity in our body. There are the disease causing microbes that can enter the human body, and when such disease causing microbes enter the human body offers some natural resistance against such harmful microorganism, and with the help of our natural resistance, if such microbes are destroyed, then we can say that our body gets immunized from these harmful microorganisms, and when these microbes are used in the small quantity in our body, they are actually usually get destroyed by our body's natural resistance, and in that case we can say that our body's immunity has been strengthened, and in future we can say that our body gets protected from such microbes. And such concept of the vaccine development was first actually developed by one scientist, which is the Edward Jenner, who actually discovered the injection of smallpox in 1798. And with the help of this vaccine we can destroy the disease causing microorganisms of smallpox, polio, as well as measles. Apart from that, there are various microbes that can be useful in agriculture also. In agriculture we can create the biofertilizer like a nitrogen fixing biofertilizer, phosphorus solubilizing biofertilizer. They actually convert the nitrogen or phosphorus into plant available form, and they can be commercially used in agriculture purpose. And here when these microorganisms are used in the mass scale in agriculture, in that case we can say that such type of microorganisms are having utility in agriculture business also. So let's sum up the today's class here. We can understood that how the microbes are important in our daily life, and how they can contribute to our food items, in our agriculture, in our health, and in our medicinal property also. So in the next class we will learn more about what are the harmful and what are the beneficial organisms, and how they can spread in our body or in our environment. Thank you so much.